let me start with the Ejisu By-Election. EC liaised with the police to conduct a criminal probe into the bribery allegation. Let me read that story. So the EC has referred the alleged bribery incident to the police. There's a number of stories on this one, so I'll just do quick bites on some of them. The Electoral Commission has concluded its investigation into the viral video capturing an unidentified individual placing a white envelope on a table in front of EC officials during the Ejisu By-Election. Now, in a statement released on Tuesday, the Electoral Management Body said the man in the video walked to the table and inquired whether they had eaten. Now, he then placed the envelope on the table and asked them to use the contents of the envelope for their lunch, following which he walked away. Now, the EC said it has withdrawn with immediate effect the services of the two temporary election officers and held preliminary discussions with the Ghana Police Service to kickstart the formal process for criminal investigations into the matter. And the press release is here. Let me just read the press release for us. Now, following the incident that occurred during the conduct of the Ejisu By-Election today, Tuesday, 30th April 2024, the Commission has undertaken preliminary investigations. Now, the investigations reveal that the officers at the said polling station, namely from Monsieur Pentecost Church polling station with polling station code F311503, were temporary election officials with the Electoral Commission recruited to conduct the Ejisu By-Election. They are Regina Sewa, ballot issuer, and George Sasu, presiding officer. Now, investigations further revealed that the man in the video walked to their table and inquired whether they had eaten. Now, he then placed the envelope on the table and asked them to use the contents of the envelope for their lunch, following which he walked away. Now, the Electoral Commission has taken the following steps. Number one, withdrawn with immediate effect the services of these two temporary election officers, and number two, held preliminary discussions with the Ghana Police Service to kickstart the process for criminal investigations. It's signed off by Mr. Samuel Tete, is the Deputy Chairman of Operations with the EC. Now, let me begin with you, Chris. Your thoughts on this happening?
Good morning to you. Good morning to our cherished viewers, my co-panelists, and the good people of Ghana and the support base, the members of NDC, and the next coming president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. Ejisu By-Elections, and aftermath of the elections, and what we've all witnessed, and looking at it critical is a bit threatening, and I don't think this is how democracy should be.
What parts of it are
the happenings out there during the elections is not the best, and every Ghanaian will feel threatened that if this is how we want democracy to be, if this is how we want to go about during elections, that the sustainability of our democracy is threatening. That political actors go to the grounds to campaign for votes, and the campaigning is not about what we've done, it's not about how you serve the people, especially people in government. We have moved from campaigning on track record, campaigning on achievements, to financial inducement, and that is sad.
Yeah,
it is not good enough, and it is a clear case of a failed government, a failed leadership. When you are put in a leadership position to serve, and you serve well, and your tenure comes to an end, and you are going back to the people to talk to them to give you their mandate, to renew the mandate they gave you, it shouldn't be a struggle. If you have shown good leadership, it shouldn't be a struggle. It shouldn't be intimidation. It shouldn't be financial inducement. But what did we see? We saw the MPP. We are not missing words now. Sharing goodies. Using all, machinations to win an election, a seat, which is their traditional seat. Under normal circumstances, Ejisu shouldn't be a place that MPP should be struggling the way and manner they struggled.
But the guy won convincingly, lawyer won convincingly. 55% is a
my brother,
very clear margin.
You see, what's convincing about this? And I can tell you for a fact, should NDC, even let's take general elections, as NDC will not go to Ketu South, even in the general elections, and be struggling the way and manner these guys were struggling, bribing EC officials. That is the most dangerous aspect that we need to have a look at it. And now EC comes to tell us that unidentified a person in the video.
Well, eventually he was identified. That was initial.
EC must no. What we just read, they said unidentified person. Yes. If the fellow was identified, I would like you to give myself and our viewers a favor by mentioning the fellow's name.
So let me read this for you to give you context. Now, this follow-up story is on the Ejisu By-Election. I didn't bribe EC officials, Kingsley Nyako speaking. He says, Dr. Kingsley Nyako, a member of parliament for Kwadaso, has denied allegations of attempting to influence the Ejisu By-Election. Now, a viral video showed Dr. Nyako placing a white envelope on the table in front of two electoral commission officials during the by-election in Ejisu, leading to claims of him trying to influence the process. However, in an interview with Joy News in Accra on Tuesday, Dr. Nyako stated that the money was not intended to influence anyone, but was given out of goodwill. So that's some context. So we know who it is.
Look, this is ridiculous. The statement here just is ridiculous. He should just shut up. He should keep quiet. For his shame, his misconduct, a member of parliament. These are shameless liars, MPP. If not, look, this video was graphic.
Yeah.
This was graphic. Everybody can see it. Even those of us, myself and you, who have to use lens to see, we could see it clear that this is Honorable Kingsley Nyako.
Okay.
If myself and you could even identify this man, who is MPP member of parliament, misconducting the way and manner he did, that he didn't go there to bribe. What was he doing there? Is he an EC official? Is this not ridiculous? Look, they lie to the extent that they don't even have respect for Ghanaians. Instead of him to come out and humbly apologize for his shame, he wants to cover it. That has been their character. That has been their tactics. Do you know they did the same thing in Ase North? John Boydu. John Boydu did the same. When he was caught, in fact, one of my very good comrade Nupenu caught him. He said, John, stop what you are doing. Stop it. When the security people came, say, oh, they are from my place, I know them. So I decided to give them something for land. Is it your responsibility?
Yeah, that's the question that I really
Is it your responsibility?
Why are people giving people lunch money
when they are assigned to do it, when they are given a national assignment?
Budget. EC has a budget.
A budget, that is a national assignment. So when you have people who are so dishonest, they have corrupt themselves and now moving towards to corrupt all state institutions. And you think we should not be worried? We should not be threatened? But let me serve them this caution.
Please wrap it up for me so we can move on.
That this bribery, this corruption the intimidation that they have demonstrated, and we know they are doing rehearsals towards that 2024 elections, they should forget about it. They should review their notes. Because NDC, we are more than prepared. And we will give them a run with their money 2024. Because we are coming all out. And my brother, I'm not missing my words. Our polling agents and those of us who will be around to be supervising them, we are full of malice. Anyone who stands on our way with this kind of conduct to be crushed. We cannot entertain this.
What do you mean by that?
Because we will not stand there for you and watch you to go and corrupt the very people that the whole nation has assigned them to do the work with transparency. We will not allow you to corrupt them.
Fair
You
enough.
think if NDC were part of these elections, for good reasons we decide not to contest, assuming we're there, we have our polling agents, we are all there. And this, shameless honorable member going closer to EC official, whether he has given bribe or not, we are going to take him out from there. We will arrest him before the police arrest him. What investigation are they doing? It is graphic that this man, this corrupt MP, from a corrupt stock, a corrupt government MP, was trying to corrupt EC official. What are you investigating? The prosecution must start now.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
This has been them. We know them. Look, MPP has never won any elections on free and fair, transparent elections. If they don't come with lies.
Not even 2016.
2016.
No, even 2016.
You see, when you win elections,
Yes.
through lies,
Yes.
that elections cannot be seen as transparent.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you, the political scam that Ghanaians were scammed in this country was 2016 elections.
Yeah, but let's be fair.
When you corrupt
2016,
people's mind to
2016,
power,
2016,
where's the transparency?
2016, you were in office. And this is not about 2016. I'm just making a point.
Yeah.
2016, you were in office. You had the entire government machinery at your disposal. And whatever you needed to win, there was a landslide loss against you. So you can't also say in all fairness, that they've never won an election free and fair.
Let me tell you something. You see, I'm not trying to engage in, whatever happened in 2016 elections. But the point I'm saying is that when we talk of free and fair elections, transparent elections, it's not only about going out there to, to bribe people, to intimidate people. When you lie to people,
that's also
the deceit,
okay,
the
right.
political deceit,
Okay.
the scam.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
The scam that these guys scam Ghanaians. 2016. You
Okay,
call that
thank you.
transparent?
Thank you. Let me.
What's the state of our country today?
I'll come back to
if
you.
it wasn't a political scam, that is scam Ghanaians.
All right, thank you very much, Chris. I'll come back to you. Mr. Afakwa.
Sir David Sechi. Sir David Sechi.
Now you have elevated my status.
Yeah. From your level of interrogation, I think you really merit the status of a sir.
Really?
Yes.
I beg go. Please let's go. Let me
Let
hear
me say
your
a very
thoughts.
good morning to your cherished viewers and your crew, and extend the greetings of His Excellency the President, and also the greetings of His Excellency the President in waiting and Vice President of the Republic. You know, he's the President in waiting because he represents the future of our country, and certainly that is why the youth of Ghana are, in all humility, clamoring for the return of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to the presidency after His Excellency the President and Adan Akufo-Addo has finished serving his term of office in January 6, 2025. And I know with all humility and by the grace of God, the God of Ghana will certainly make that dream come true.
Okay.
When you are losing an election, you begin to adopt what you call the fear appeal. We will use all malice, whether it is malice aforethought or malice whatever. No power is stronger than the coercive power of the state. So if you want to crash the state is eminently prepared to protect itself. It is not individuals, but it is the state. So if NDC feels that they are losing an election And they feel that their perpetual flag bearer, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, who has been in office since the inception of multi-party democracy in Ghana as an assembly member, let me avert my mind whether he became a unit committee member or so. But he's gone through the mill. As assembly member, at an MP, as a minister of state, deputy minister of state, as vice president, as acting president, where he even termed as a caretaker president when the demise of His Excellency the President came to being by the grace of God. And we sympathize with the family of the departed soldier of our land, Professor J.E.A. Mills. May his soul rest in perfect peace. He was entrusted with the seat of government for 4 years as president of the land. And what was his achievement? In terms of corruption, in terms of everything, let's compare. That is why we are saying that the NPP, this election is about who has a superior policy to be able to move the country forward, joining the fourth industrial revolution that is about taking off.
Okay, let's talk about Ejisu.
I'm coming. Again, comparing track records. You know, he was beating the drum as if becoming president is a birthright. Certainly that is the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people. And when we queue on 7th December to select who leads us as president of the republic, we are going to compare apples with oranges. And certainly, Ghanaians will select the best meal that fits the people of this country.
Okay.
On the matter of Ejisu By-Election, in all sincerity, we congratulate lawyer Kwabena Boateng, who was my junior in Kumasi Anglican Senior High School. He was my junior, he completed in 2005, and I did so in 2003. I know him very well, a young man with full of life. The people has entrusted their responsibility into his care, and he's been able to secure the seat for the New Patriotic Party. All said and done, it was a family affair. And let me also congratulate the national chairman and the general secretary, Justin Frimpong-Kodia, and Mr. Stephen Ayesu and team for the sterling performance, delivering back the seat to the New Patriotic Party. This is what is threatening the National Democratic Congress, because the people of Ejisu looked at the development projects that has gone on as far as this government is concerned. They were touting the road achievements of the former Member of Parliament, Mr. Owusu Ediomi, that he led massive infrastructure development in his time as Member of Parliament. And under his watch, under the watch of President Kufuor, he was a Deputy Minister of Roads and Highways, you remember? Great. So, certainly, most of the developments that has gone on in Ejisu, the people rewarded the New Patriotic Party that yes, they are people that care, they are people who say thank you, they are people who need more. He says, let us continue the money to a New Patriotic Party. And with all said and done, this was a family affair. Mr. Ediomi was a 3-time Member of Parliament for the people of Ejisu on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. I heard my brother Chris Dugan say that it was money sharing and a whole lot of stuff there. Can he give us an evidence to the money sharing? Who was sharing that money? Is it the candidate Kwabena Boateng, or is it the general secretary, or is it the national chairman? Who was sharing that money? In fact, in the history of our country, as far as by-elections and the plutocratic tendencies of by-elections are concerned, you cannot say and leave out the Kumbugu election that was held in 2013, May 2013. It was 1st May. I think similarity, it has some features or some essential elements like the Ejisu By-Election. You know, in that election, the MPP were in opposition. And we withdrew from that contest. We did not contest that election. The NDC, their traditional seat of Kumbugu, in 2013, May 21st, May 2013, they lost the seat to the Convention People's Party's candidate, Mr. Amadou Yaya, who won with 51.80%. And the NDC's candidate, Alhaji Imoro Yakubu Pagu, also lost with 11,896 votes. This was a clear case that the main opposition, New Patriotic Party, withdrew from the contest. Likewise, the Ejisu By-Election, where the National Democratic Congress, the main or the biggest opposition party in Ghana now, withdrew from the contest. But eventually, based on our track record and performance, this was also a traditional seat for the NPP, save as the Kumbugu seat was a same traditional seat for the NDC. But in 2013, because of incompetence, they lost the seat to the CPP. They lost it to the CPP. And they went on to lose the 2016 elections, which they have not still come to terms with the biggest election defeat ever in their history, with a certain president losing an election with over 1 million votes. It is clear.
Was it not about 900,000? You have added something.
It is clear. Or even if you are doing simple extrapolation, even if you are doing simple extrapolation, it is close to a million votes.
Okay.
It is simple, close to a million votes.
No, it's okay, please.
So you are not even able to
to
collate your results. So you can't even you don't even have the gas to even see this.
You are correcting me.
No, it's okay. Let me finish.
Dave.
Yes. Please wrap up.
On the matter of the Ejisu election, and with Professor Kingsley Nyakon's issue, you see, it is only in this political arena that because of partisan politics, extreme partisan politics, the slash and burn politics that we do in this country, that will castigate and lambast what Professor Nyakon did. Granted that they are EC officials, there has not been any electoral process or let's say registration or the likes that any of these political parties, including my brother Chris Dugan, visit a polling station without gifting something to the EC officials
I
on
don't
the table.
do that.
Oh, really?
Once you mention my name, I don't do that.
Okay, wait, hold
I'm
on.
a decent person. I'm a tolerant politician. I don't do that.
Fair enough.
I don't induce people with money.
It is not inducement.
What is financial inducement?
It is not inducement.
What is financial inducement?
Let us ask the minority leader, Dr. Kislato Forsen, whether he has never gifted any of the EC officials, be it temporary registration or whatsoever.
He has not done that. He won't do that.
Let me tell you my...
He's a credible politician.
Please.
Please.
Let me tell you
that.
When you were speaking, I was so quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Chris,
so you have your time.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you my... let me tell you my challenge with this, the picture we are looking at. My challenge is that if you want to gift someone, wait till the process has ended and then say thank you for helping us have a good process. If you at any point in time during the process, before its conclusion, are seen handing out monies, envelopes, whatever, it can only be described as inducement of a sort. Because the EC has a budget to cater for all the people that it takes care of. So why are you now the person who's like the beza?
Very well. You see Ghanaian hospitality.
Yes.
Yes. I have been a constituency secretary before for the SIL Obuasi constituency and the Obuasi East constituency. And I am telling you something which is factual.
Yes, but we should discourage it.
You see, once the issue has come up, once we are interrogating it now, it calls for us to legislate around it as to the boundaries of these endeavors. You see, you mentioned something which is so nice. You remember the Mesue Kanazure incident? The Ivorian contractor, the Burkinabe contractor, who gave a Ford Expedition car, gifted the Ford Expedition car in the course of executing the contract for the people of this country. A contractor executing a contract on behalf of the government of Ghana and gifting the chief executive officer, the CEO, the president, a Ford Expedition car in the course of doing his business. Can there be said to be an inducement or corruption?
It depends on at what point in time. You said during the process of execution.
During, because of your analogy, the issues you brought up, that's why I'm putting this in. Can that be said to be an inducement? Because he induced the president so that in the event that he does a shoddy work, his work cannot be brought into question because the president has the final say.
It brings all these questions up.
Certainly. So once the issue, because it is something which has been recurring, which has been going on, both NDC, NPP, when you visit polling stations, doing registrations, doing exhibitions and the likes, we tend to gift the temporary EC officer something. It's like you journalists. When you partake in programs, invited programs, you are being paid by your stations. But yesterday, when you visit programs, you are given TNT and those sole and those gifts in envelopes and the likes. Can there be said to be an inducement of a sort that you go and say something positive about the said endeavor? Certainly. Once this issue or this debate is raging, then there is the need for the EC to go to Parliament with a code of conduct, regulations, to regulate the conduct of each temporal officer and each officers as far as giftings are concerned. But I believe that it is not far from right that the EC is collaborating with the police to investigate this matter. Being it as it may, that some essential elements are espoused to be able to support the prosecutorial status of the police service, certainly they will go to court. I believe that once the police has come in the EC has extended an invitation to the police to investigate the criminality of this matter.
Yes.
We leave it to the law enforcement officers to go into it. But I am saying with authority and with all sincerity as a Methodist, that takes communion, that this is not the first time that some of these incidents are happening. We do it from the NDC, even for Mr. John Dramani Mahama, when he was member of parliament for Boli Bamboy, he can never stand anywhere to say that he has never dashed any issue official, some gift of a sort.
All right.